Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to the Quiffcast with me, Rob Baines, and Ash
Lee
Richards. Yes,
there we go.
Yeah.
Not yeah.
Just that's at some point in your history, in your long-term plan, Ash plans to just abbreviate his name just down to Ash, just so he's like Rihanna, just like getting, just snip it down to. Although Rihanna has a second name. Who's that?
Does she?
Madonna. Madonna doesn't have a second name, does she? Or Zendaya.
Madonna. Oh,
Zendaya. Zendaya just shortened her name just down to Zendaya, didn't she?
Yeah. It's just better.
Just Ash. Just Ash.
There you go.
So, speaking of which, we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence. Yes, I know that was totally unrelated.
I was about to say.
We're going to talk about artificial intelligence today because it's a topic that interests me. Does it interest you, Ash?
It interests me in a lot of different and curious ways.
Well, what different and curious ways does it interest you in? I'll put you on the spot there.
Oh, thanks. It gives me the, it kind of makes you think about the tech. I mean, like, with all this development we're doing with the tech, with it all getting better and stuff like that, what is going to happen?
What's next?
What's next?
What's next for...
When are they going to take over?
Humanity. Or straight into the takeover, are we? Well, it's a thing of fiction, that concept, isn't it? But we don't know.
Mostly, yeah.
I personally, well, I don't know. It depends on time, I think, because of like the whole thing of literally as soon as you mention artificial intelligence, people think, oh, when are they going to take over and stuff. I think because of that, I think they're going to try their hardest to make it. I mean, the whole point of artificial intelligence is for thinking for themselves, isn't it?
Yeah, and kind of takes it off of us, so that we let them do more work than us and lays it out.
Yeah. Well, they're on about the thing about artificial intelligence. I know this is like not quite about artificial intelligence, but they're on about the education system recently. I read something about the education system, and in the fact that they should stop doing things related with memory, like remembering things.
For the computer?
For just teaching humans about these things that computers can do for you.
Oh, I see.
These the functions of like math. I mean, math's important, but it's like, why is the education system?
Oh, I don't know.
Doing these things that people will come out of school or college and whatnot and use computers anyway. Yeah,
I mean, it's...
These memory-related tasks. I mean, creatively, artificial intelligence probably won't, there won't be that much. But it's like, what I mean? Things like that. Yeah. Things like memory-based processes.
I mean, what could eventually happen is that, things like apps and stuff like that could take over schools. They'd be like, oh, download this app and you can learn programming or maths kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they use Minecraft as a teaching tool for that sort of thing at one point?
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere, that Minecraft's been used for loads of stuff. I think there was an event in Brighton, I think early last year, where they're doing this kind of like learning. Well, actually, no, it was more of a art project whereby you used Minecraft to create this whatever you wanted to be, like a person out of blocks, and then what they do, they kind of make it in real life and kind of put it as a vote,
like almost like an architectural tool.
Yeah. So they kind of did something like that, which is sort of a bit bizarre, but it can be used in various and different ways.
Yeah, That's not about artificial intelligence, I just realised. But it's one of those things that it's like computers used in different sort of forms. And I think artificial intelligence is like that as well.
Mm.
I mean, you've already got, like, we discussed, I mean, I think we started to talk about artificial intelligence in like when we talked about home tech, didn't we?
A bit, yeah. But
artificial intelligence is a completely different ball game, because it's, as we've said, it's like it's asking a computer to make their own choices.
Yeah.
A very human thing to do.
Mm.
Now, there has been some... I mean, there's been some advances recently. A lot of which look very human, which is a bit odd.
Yeah.
But I think it's an odd thing that us humans do. We try to make technology look as human as possible, even though it's not. And then when it sort of reaches the uncanny valley, it just looks creepy.
It does.
Like Sophia, for example. No offense, Sophia. I know you're an actual citizen now and everything. Don't mean to offend. I mean, can I offend you? I'm not sure. We'll get into that.
No idea.
Sophia. I don't know if anyone's seen Sophia, but if you Google artificial intelligence woman, you'll see Sophia. That's what I googled because I couldn't remember her name, and Sophia came up. So artificial intelligent woman Sophia meet Sophia, the first robot declared a citizen by Saudi Arabia. There you go, YouTube, it. But she also says she wants to destroy humans. So,
is it turning out all right?
I think it's first steps. I think. Speaking of which, I don't think she has legs. So,
no, I think she just sits there. I think
she just sits and answers questions and whatnot. She looks a bit like the ex
Machina?
I don't know. Yeah, ex Machina. Person.
Yeah,
less Tomb Raidery, but
close.
Yeah,
pretty close.
Looks over there. Amazing.
Yeah,
I did love that film though. I know that film was that film was looking at certain aspects of it, and it was clever. I loved that. I did love that film, Ex Machina.
I've been meaning to watch that film, but I haven't had a chance.
It's a really good film.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I think I know the kind of basis storyline for it, but
yeah,
it seems quite clever, and obviously the CG in that,
amazing. Yeah, really good. As for stuff, I think there's so many fictional things out there at the moment. There's like the new game Detroit coming out. That's quite artificial intelligence based. In my mind, artificial intelligence is still very much a fictional thing. I don't think the technology is... I think when it comes to feeling like you're not talking to a machine, then I think that's when it'll start to hit home, I think.
When it starts, looking, sounding more like human, it's a bit like, whoa, hold on a sec.
It's like you can talk to Siri.
Yeah.
And you still feel like you're talking to Siri. It's not like
it's not kind of perfect for.
Sorry,
a human.
I didn't get that. It's sort of it's not completely perfect. All the responses are
Siri
programmed responses.
Yeah.
Siri's not making her mind up to say those things.
Mm.
How long do you think we've got?
What, before we die, or?
No, I mean, how long do you think we've got until
start hitting the point of
a definite breakthrough? I mean, it is advancing quite fast. I think that goes for all technology, but
I haven't heard of anything quite recent. I think the only major last thing was, as you said, Sophia is pretty much the latest breakthrough, but that's, as you said, it's still very basic kind of thing, but sure, at least.
Hey, do you want to hear something?
10 or so years. Yes, hello. Oh.
No, I was literally 11 hours ago this was published. China's largest smartphone maker is working on an AI that can read human emotions.
Oh, great.
So there you go. That's quite cool.
Yeah.
I think that's quite a cool little thing. I mean, I don't know how useful it would be.
I have no idea, but again, it's kind of like part of these side projects, but nothing kind of like mass production kind of thing. But I think we might be seeing more of it potentially at least 10 or 20 years time.
Yeah, definitely. It's
because we're close, just not quite there.
Just a smidge.
This is just a smidge.
It's really odd how people want this.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I mean, there are some people out there that are like, oh, I need an AI person, stuff like that. I'm like, do you really? There's other people around. You can go say hi.
The whole point, people building artificial intelligence, like things just to, do tasks and whatnot.
Mm.
And make them do stuff.
Mm.
Right? But then they're saying they want them to think as well.
Mm.
So you basically... But then what if they get to the point where they're thinking, oh, hang on, I don't want to do this. I want to do something... I want to do my own thing,
Yeah.
Then, technically, in towards like the producer's like perspective of like the Android or AI, it's not working.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of hit and miss. Like, what you actually want? Are you wanting to make an AI, or do you want to make a robot that listens to commands?
Exactly. Yeah. Do you want it to develop its own conscience?
Yeah. It's still very. To me, it's still very much a fictional thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen like whether it was a video on YouTube or if it was a film, but there was like a video or film which is kind of like that. It's like this this robot that's taking orders from this person, but then it starts being like, I don't want to do this anymore, and he kind of like finds out a way to become free and get away from this and do what it wants to do.
Yeah.
Which would be a nice film.
What was it? There's iRobot. iRobot sort of pushes on that as well. It's just there's so many films about artificial intelligence, and they're all basically the same.
Yeah. Same concept, or no, same idea. Yeah.
Basically the same. I mean, it's something quite unique and artistic and whatnot, like Ex Machina, and then there's just the typical zombie film with a twist, sort of format. All these robots to serve, and then they just go bad.
Yeah.
So I think I personally don't think I can see it happening, because I think there'll always be like a fail-safe.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's like a requirement to have a fail-safe in case said event occurs.
And you think, what if they can program themselves to just ignore the fails? It's
there's so much to take in.
There's so much. It's crazy. It does fascinate me. It does really, really fascinate me. What would you do if you had an artificial intelligence friend, like your household had like an android friend? I won't say like a servant or anything, but I'd say like
just like a
new member to the family AI.
No, it would just be like, "What's up, dude? How's everything?" I don't know. Just make him be as though he's one of us, kind of thing.
So like you wouldn't say, "Oh, could you do me a favor? Could you?" Or would you like just basically?
I wouldn't quite kind of make him a servant, as you were, but just like treat him as everyone else, really.
Yeah.
There's no real purpose in getting an AI just to do all this, just to do stuff for you, kind of thing. You know, we've got our own legs, heads, and everything that we can do ourselves.
Would you make apps for it?
That'd be cool. Download the Emotion app. Upgrade your.
You could change your profession to instead of doing apps for iOS, do apps for AI OS.
AIOS.
AIOS. Yeah, I think creatively it could be quite cool. Could you imagine like if they made them look... Now, this is a thing. Here's another topic. Would you prefer AIs to look human, or would you prefer our AIs to look robot? As in, because a lot of AIs I've seen so far, they're either they've got real face, like they've got skin, and they've got, you know, the skin stretches like Sophia, or on the other side, there's ones that look completely robot, like you know, silver or white with digital eyes and stuff. Which do you prefer? If you were to go to the AI society, what would you prefer them to look like us, or would you prefer them to look?
I quite like the concept of how Detroit's done their AIs. Is that they're human, but they've got like a kind of subtle technology side to them that kind of like still
an indication
that they are
robotic.
So they're similar but not quite us. So it's kind of like a mixture.
I like that too.
Both, but not fully robot.
Would you have? Here's another question. I'm asking you all.
Okay.
You should ask them back. Here's another question for you, Ash. Right?
Okay.
Would you?
Would I? What?
I think you know what I mean.
Oh, would I?
Would you?
With a robot?
Yeah.
No.
No, would you not?
No.
Why?
No, because...
Elaborate.
Elaborate.
Go on.
Because there are actual people out there rather than robots.
Okay.
And it's better to do it with someone else than a robot. It wouldn't quite have, I'm assuming, the same ness. If that went somewhere.
The awkward slurp at the end, just like, yes. Well put, Ash. That was very. Well put. I like how we had that conversation without actually saying anything.
Yeah. I'm sure the listeners will understand what it means.
I'm sure they will. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, definitely. I think the business surrounding that profession, for those who have it as a profession, probably that'll go downhill because, you know, options.
Yeah.
Detachments.
Yeah.
Attachments. I don't know why.
Want to improve your Android? Here you go. Here's an extra arm. Or something, I don't know.
Do with that what you will. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. I think if I had an AI bot, would be interesting if it could have like removable faces.
Okay.
Or like the option to change their face.
Change their faces. What?
You know how like, you know what I'd love?
What?
I love like an android like from Doctor Who. You know the ones that the Tesselector.
The Tesselector. That'd be great.
I like that. Just program it and it'll just change into someone else. That'd be quite cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to be inside it or anything. When it to clarify that you in Doctor Who you got shrunk down and then there's like loads of little tiny people inside it.
Yeah, it's a bit like Dave the movie. With
I'd like an AI that you could just
become
download
anyone or anything.
Download a skin, and you could that'd be great for filmmaking. I could just get Robert Downey Jr. to like be my next.
Or Paul Rudd.
Or Paul Rudd, yeah. That'd be amazing.
Hey guys, hanging out with Paul Rudd.
Source AI, just go on Steam, download. Oh yeah,
that sounds like a great idea.
That sounds great. That'd make my film so much easier. I could download a me, and then that'd make Cliff Legion so much easier as well.
I was gonna say, yeah, I could that'd be great. There you go. That's Cody.
And then I could just type the lines in. Then they could do it, and I was like,
they know what to say.
Brilliant. Yeah,
do it on cue.
That'd be brilliant. That's my top priority.
You want the tesselector,
or even one that would just help me film. Like, do the camera work and stuff. That'd be really good. I mean, I know could I get actual people, but then, yeah. No, actually, I'd get them to do the acting. As long as it's not wooden. I think they have to be good actors. The androids have to be good actors. Actually, come to think of it. Introducing Quifco's new AI actors. Have you ever wanted to make a film and you couldn't afford Robert Downey Jr.'s...
Can't afford Robert Downey Jr.
Well, don't you worry, because specifically Robert Downey Jr. Don't worry, you can just download the Robert Downey Jr. skin.
Oh, great.
With clothing.
Thank God.
Yeah, well, you have to, don't want to make X-rated things. I mean, that'd be good. And make your own films with Robert Downey Jr. or anyone else you can download. It's easy, and even if sort of condolences, but even if they've passed away, you can just bring them back in AI form. That'd be pretty cool. Oh my God, wouldn't that be really... I mean, I know this is like getting quite morbid here, but wouldn't it be like really cool like to have like an AI thing, and like if they had like final words and stuff, you just like they could be
bring them back.
Oh my God, that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
There's a whole other
they could be
right
attending.
There.
They could be attending their own funeral. That'd be weird.
Oh God.
Or what if you could put your own consciousness into the AI and it would look exactly like you?
Oh God.
We're getting into territory here now. Quifcore have got some profits to be made, I think.
They've got
this new body morphing, mighty morphing AI Quifcore bots.
Wow.
The title needs work, but we've got AI. We've got an AI on it, trying to figure out a new name.
Okay.
So,
that's great.
I think we should just go Quifcore bots. That just sort of
Quifcore bots. Yeah.
Or Morphy bots. Doesn't have Quiff in the title though, does it? Quifcore Morphy bots. Morphy bots. Morphy bots.
Morphy bots. There you go.
I like Morphy bots.
The Quifcore Morphy bots.
The Quifcore Morphy bots.
There you go.
Have anyone behind you? No, that was like a really bad. That was like a really bad. That was like a really bad slogan. Although what I meant to say was like, have anyone next year. Like, I don't know. It's a really bad slogan. We've got an AI working on the slogan as well.
Yeah, it needs to work on that.
Yeah. Have anyone as your friend.
There you go.
Have anyone with you as a dinner date.
Just have anyone.
Just have anyone. Make with that what you will. Oh my goodness! Right. Well. Great. Yeah. I think to conclude, Ash.
Yes.
To conclude, are you dreading or anticipating the advances in artificial intelligence technology?
In a way, I'm kind of both, really.
Kind of both, yeah.
Well, I'm interested to see what else people have in store or got planned. As we previously said, there's not fully anything major at the moment, so
except Sophia.
Except for Sophia, but she's fine. She's having a hell of a time.
It's a bit creepy though.
Sitting.
You watch Sophia will just be at my door, and I was like, "What did you say about me?"
Sorry, Sophia.
Yeah, I'm absolutely the same. I think it'll be interesting. I think Charlotte will be creeped out because she doesn't like that thing. She doesn't like
Sophia.
Things that look like things.
Oh.
I don't think. No, she doesn't like Sophia.
She just doesn't like anyone who look like things.
Charlotte's not a fan of Sophia. Or wasn't the one? Someone made one that looked like Scarlett Johansson. Did you see that?
I think
that one looked creepy.
Maybe.
I mean, it did look kind of like Scarlett Johansson, but like, it's what I don't like is the movement. It's still very jiggly. It's still very very robotic. Yeah, there's no other way of saying it. It's not smooth yet. It's like it's quite. There's no easing. There's no easing in and out. Like, you know how when you move your arm and stuff. There's a motion to it, not like sort of stiffness.
Yeah.
Rigidness.
Yeah, more of a smoother motion would be.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that sort of puts in the creep factor.
Yeah.
And the eyes.
The eyes to their soul.
And it's things like that. Because, like, naturally, as a human, your eyes don't stop moving. So it's very rare. I mean, it's weird when someone just looks at you and doesn't stop looking at you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
like,
what do you want?
I think it's the lack of movement sometimes that's creepy. Because as humans, we do tend to move constantly. You know, we're breathing. Usually when you're having a conversation with someone, they're very animated, like the hands are moving and they're looking everywhere. There's a lot of facial expressions.
Something's always moving.
Nuanced details, like little twitches and whatnot. So we are very complicated.
Yeah, we are.
Humans are very complicated, and I think
very complex people.
There's a lot of detail to get right, I think, until it's accepted.
Yeah.
I think. If artificial intelligence ever kicks off,
these are our final words.
I think it's going to be a while. I do feel it's going to be a while until it's undistinguishable from human.
Yeah, we've still got a long way to go.
But I'm looking forward to it.
I'm
looking forward to see what comes out of it. And if anyone, you know, if anyone's doing any other prototypes for a Morphybot, I would like, you know, I do need actors. I need actors. So, I think a Morphybots would be great. I could just download. I mean, it could save Ash a trip. I could just download an Ash.
Yeah, or I could download a Rob.
You could do. That'd be great for like conversations as well, instead of holograms. You know, you can just Okay. That's not actually AI though, is it? It's more of a control thing. Anyway. That's enough about that.
Yeah.
You guys, let us know what your thoughts are on artificial intelligence, and you know, tweet us at the Quiffcast on Twitter, or visit our Facebook page. But in other news, other news. What am I about? No, there's not anymore. It's if you've enjoyed this Quiffcast and you haven't followed or subscribed, do so, and stay updated on other Quiffcasts that appear in the future.
Okay, I will do.
Stay tuned, because in the next episode of Quiffcast, me and Charlotte will be talking about the new film that's is coming out next week. Avengers Infinity War. Very much anticipating it.
So, cannot wait.
I can't wait either. So at this point in the Quiffcast history line, I haven't seen it yet, and I am just thrilled with excitement.
Yes.
So by the next time in Quiffcast, I might be in tears. I might be shivering. I don't know what emotion or state I'll be in, but hey, you'll find out in episode 16. Until then, thanks for listening, and we shall see you. No, we won't. We will hear you. No, we won't. We'll speak to you
You'll hear
in
us.
the next episode. Yeah, you'll hear us.
You'll hear us.
See you later, guys.
Goodbye.